Nature Center here in Michael. This is a beautiful part of the park that's been here for a long time. Looks like they're doing some sort of a field trip or something like that going on currently. This is where a lot of the Native Americans actually lived. They used to grind their corn. Kitchen. Thank you for joining the live or watching the replay. We're just going to take a walking tour. This is the FEA Nature Center here in Carmichael, California. It leads up against the American River. A little bit of a butterfly garden here. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, I want to say thank you. My name is Jeremy. My channel is basically sharing my journey through recovering from where I was a few years ago to where I am now, and what I do every day to get through my life and work on myself and hopefully help others. I've made a huge positive transformation, and I'm still transforming and getting better every day. I do mess up, I do make mistakes, I'm not flawless, and that's what's great about this life, is that I can get through my day without having to do things I used to, and get better daily by doing positive stuff like being in nature, like we are now, and exercise. This is the Nature Center here. I'm not sure exactly how the long is. It just depends on which trails we take, because you see here there's many different trail options to take. Thanks for joining 100K. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that like button. I currently have 250 subscribers on this channel, and it's beautiful because I'm sharing everything that's real about my life, my story, what I'm doing to get through my days, and truly with the intent to help others if I can. We're currently touring the FEA Nature Center here in Carmichael, California. This leads up against the American River. It's a great place to come and do some birding. We're here in Carmichael. This is a beautiful set of trails, which is called the FEA Nature Center. This is where a lot of the Native Americans used to live. Fairly new channel, so if you guys would like to support what I'm doing, you can see the links in my channel notes. There's links to the community, links to the Patreon. I'm working on helping 1,111 others make a positive transformation. So if you want to work with me to get better, let's do it. I do things like embracing nature, a lot of fitness, prayer, meditation, sharing, visualizing, manifesting. This morning I was going to go running, which is why I'm in my running gear. But my knee started bothering me, so I decided to just come down and take a walk by the river. There are quite a few rattlesnakes out here. This is rattlesnake territory. Ground squirrels versus rattlesnakes. Fortunately, this time of year. They're not out as much. However, still got to be careful. So one thing I learned as a kid, if you're walking where there's rattlesnakes, it's a good idea to stop and walk loud enough for the snakes to hear your vibration. Because typically when there's snake bites or snake bites, not attacks, it's because they get scared. But if they know we're coming, if they know that we're coming, then it's a, hey, game changer. Thanks for joining the stream. We're taking a nature walk here at the FEA Nature Center. If you guys are watching this stream live, I want to say thank you. It means a lot. If you're subscribed, super thank you. 250 of you have subscribed. And if you're not, that'd be great if you did. There's also some links in the channel to ways that you can check out what I'm doing, my Patreon affiliate accounts, and my calendar link if you want to learn more about my positive personal transformation programs. It's Tuesday, October 29th, coming up on Halloween in the United States. I don't know if wherever else you guys are. Let's do a roll call in the chat. Where are you guys from? Put it down there in the chat. I'm from Sacramento, California. I'll start. My name is Jeremy. Your turn. But to answer your question from earlier, it's about a mile there and back to the water. But all these trails, it just depends on, which trails you take. You can be out here walking all day if you wanted. So this channel, I initially started it. The title was called I Don't Drink, I Think. And then I changed it to Free from the Bondage of Self. And I'm going to answer a question from a previous live because one of you guys asked, what does that mean? Am I a philosopher? So let's sit here for a moment and talk to the birds. So, as I shared earlier, and I'm just going to talk. I'm an alcoholic that doesn't drink anymore. I have over 3 years without drinking. It's a one day at a time journey. And now that I don't drink anymore, it's about getting through the day without going back to how I used to live. So towards the end, even though it's only almost 10 a.m. out here, I would already be drinking. I would already be satisfying the need that my body was craving, that my mind was craving. It got to a point where many times where my body was dependent on alcohol. And it wasn't always like that. And the gratitude is easy to find today because now that I haven't drank in, over 3 years, it opens up the world. So freedom is having the freedom from the bondage of self, the bondage that I put myself in from drinking and not being able to stop. Rather than processing my thoughts and sitting in my feelings like I do now, I would hide it with substance. Okay? So the freedom is a daily thing that I seek to be able to get through my day and my thoughts and my feelings without having to mask it or cover it up with alcohol, with beer, with liquor, vodka. And so today, what I do in nature, I pray, I meditate, and I'm not religious. to the universe very much so. And if you guys are watching still, thank you. It means a lot. I do repost these. I'm also going to be starting a podcast. So if you guys are interested in that, subscribe. A lot of cool stuff coming. Let's continue taking our walk. There's a school of kids on a field trip. I didn't want to disturb what they were doing. I remember coming out here. We didn't come here when I was a little kid for school because this isn't our area. Here in a moment, you're going to be able to see my Goku versus Hitler next, right? Is this live or on CNN? This is live. Era, you're a funny one. We've got to give you a job. ERA or Era, welcome to the stream, and anybody else is joining or on a nature walk here along the American River, connecting with nature. I'm doing a little bit of personal sharing. So thanks for coming in and chiming in about Goku versus Hitler. Or is that what you have up next on your on YouTube? That's interesting. So thanks for you guys that hit that like button so far. This is the Habitat Enhancement Project at Ansel Hoffman Park. We're currently in Ansel Hoffman Park. And they're doing some changes to the river to help the fish habitat. Let's go check out what they're doing. If you guys haven't already, and if you guys like this type of content, hit the like button. I do stuff like this often. And if you want to get notified, subscribe. If you want to support me in other ways, there's links to the community on the channel notes. It's hard to, okay, so that's the American River. It's beautiful out here this morning. Get a full view of where we're walking down to. That direction eventually leads out to the Pacific Ocean. And this direction is flowing from the Sierra Nevada, the mountains near Lake Tahoe. So if you guys are not from this area and you're watching live, that gives you an idea of where we are. We're on the west coast of the United States. It's 9:52 a.m. on Tuesday, October 29th. Time and space. If you're a guy like me, it's important to know the time and where you are. So there's a little bridge here we might be able to walk over. Let's see. What do you guys think? Drop in the comments if I should walk over or if I should play it safe. There's no such thing as playing it safe in nature. So let's try to walk over. The worst that's going to happen is we're going to have a learn. You guys see that bird? All right, I just started a poll for fun. Drop your votes. Drop your votes in the poll, please. This is going to be an interactive live stream. If you guys vote that I should cross, I'm going to cross this little bridge. And there might be another way around. But this seems like the best way. Well, if you guys don't want to vote, it means you don't really care. So let's go ahead and end it. Let's take a look here. It's a little bit not so safe. Oh, Gold, you're hired. Yeah. See, the fact that it just keeps going in and out because I'm not in a very good service location, but I do appreciate you being here, Golden Taint, and I'm going to give you a shout out. Golden Taint, you rock. The Golden Taint rocks. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you like seeing more content like this. My name is Jeremy. I am 1,000. Thank you, sir. By the way, you mentioned about the views. How did you find me? Was I in your feed? Are you already subscribed? This will help me for future lives. And what I was saying about that is, you know, my philosophy is with content is I've set things up. I'm putting it out there. And those that are supposed to find what I'm putting out there will find me, just like that's how I find people that I follow. Like this morning, I was listening to and I'm going to finish it later, a great podcast by Rich Roll. And Rich Roll has some amazing guests on there. One of his guests was basically talking about playing it safe and not playing it safe, right? And how in nature, there's no such thing as safe. Just go. And then if it doesn't turn out what's ideal, you learn. And that's how I've been playing my life ever since I was a kid, really. You know, I go. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm learning, but I keep going. What if every single day is an experiment that we're part of? Sort of like the movie Groundhog Day. But in a sense, it's our own personal version to help us level up every single day, taking little bits from the previous day into our next day just to be that much better. 1% better is what I strive for on a daily basis. And if I beat that, it's already a win. And if you look at the description of the channel, guys, I used to be a guy who was homeless. I didn't have shit. Nobody wanted me around. And yet I couldn't stop drinking still. I have over 3 years today without drinking. And the reason I started this channel is to share with you guys what happened, what it's like now, and what I'm doing to get through my day to get to the next day. That experiment, right? So yesterday was a little bit of a rough day. Not by anybody else's fault, but because of circumstances in life that I allow affect who I am, my well-being, compared to understanding that those things, basically anything outside of myself, I have no control over. Only thing that I have control over is right here in my circle. Sometimes I need to eat, sleep, meditate, pray, whatever this stuff is, that's what I can control. Nature, what's happening out here, I can't control that. But what I can control is how I show up to what's happening. See, that's where the fucking wisdom is. And that's the kind of shit that you guys will get on this channel and everything that I put out there. Freedom seekers, if you're looking to join the community, there's a link in the channel notes. I would love to learn more about your story, where you're going, and what you can bring to the community. I currently have a Patreon, and if you guys were interested in that and you wanted to book a call of how it all works, feel free to do that too. Currently working on 2 different parts of Freedom Seekers. Nature Heals, where we fully embrace ourselves with nature and with the help of plant medicine such as psilocybin, cannabis, and other plant medicines. We help in partnership with nature getting better. The other one is called Recovery Running, and they both kind of come together, and you can be part of both. But Recovery Running is we're running for fitness, we're running for recovery, we're in recovery from something. Doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol, it could be traumas, whatever, but we run and we get lots of benefit from running. So I share that stuff in the community. Feel free to join. Other than that, I'm going to stop with the promotion because I can go on all day. I am a sales guy. Let's continue our walk a little bit here. Now, I will say that I'm not perfect. I still mess up. I still make mistakes. I do things that I'm not proud of still, but I don't go drink over it today. And that's where the progress is. And I say the word progress because in this world, that's how I measure where I am. Am I progressing? Am I getting better? Back to that 1% better every day. Am I succeeding in that? Right? So if you guys are liking this so far, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hey, salted fish. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm Jeremy. If you guys are watching this live, please put in the comments where you're watching from, like currently who you are. And as far as the video quality, apologies, I'm not in the best service area. I'm surprised I'm even getting a live stream. So just thank you for being here. Okay, welcome. We're up in Sacramento. This is the American River here. perspective is everything. I could have sat in this same spot 10 years ago and had a completely different outlook on the situation. I could have been like, most likely, if it was 10 years ago and I was sitting here, instead of having coffee in the container, it'd be something much stronger. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have left the house. That's how I was living. So what I was saying earlier is I still make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I make progress. And so even the park that I'm in right now, you're supposed to pay to get in. And I told a fib to the ranger working the booth to get in for free. And I felt bad immediately. So I'm still capable of doing these old behavior, but the feeling and what I do about it after I do it is the difference. Because that's the type of shit that if I don't recognize it, it will eat me up and come back and haunt me later. And if you think that's some mystical mumbo jumbo, well, maybe 15 years ago that's what you can call it. But today it's based in science. So heading towards you, salted fishing. Just gonna prop the camera up. Been live about 30 minutes. Skipping rocks. So I do a lot of meditation, a couple hours a day, in the morning for sure, and then throughout my day. So we're gonna do a little meditation if you guys are watching here live. You're welcome to join. The sun and the river. With intentions to soak up your guidance, nature. I seek your guidance. Bring me signs, signals that I'm on the right path or that I need to change direction. I thank you. O Great Spirit, hear me now. I ask you for guidance, for the direction on your many, many, many paths you set out there. I thank you for the options. I seek more definite guidance of what you ask of me, my purpose, to realign me in the right direction. I thank you. it's okay to get distracted and come out of your meditation. For me, I just get back into my breathing. In my nose, hold for a few moments, out of my nose. Where attention goes, energy flows. What that means is when I'm inhaling, if I focus on a position in my body, like my heart, my head, gut, my knees, essentially the energy that I'm bringing into my body is focused to that area. So when you're meditating and you've achieved basic meditation, focus on now aligning your energies when you're inhaling into your heart and then distribute it up to your head or your stomach or any area in your body that you would like healing. At least for me, it works. Just a short one. It's very easy to get distracted even when you're in nature. So for me, when I focus on a thought or an intention while I'm breathing, it helps. doing a little bit of stretching.